The Zen tale of the blind brother, how to read minds without eyes. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived two brothers. The older one was blind and stayed at home, while the younger worked hard on their farm. But wild animals often ruined their crops, and the younger brother was frustrated. One day he had an idea. What if I build a small hut in the field and let my blind brother sit inside it? If he hears animals, he can shout and scare them away. The blind brother agreed. Every time he heard animals, he shouted, and they ran off. One day, a deer ran through the field and broke the fence. Moments later, a king chasing that deer arrived. The king asked, "Did you see a deer pass here?" The blind brother said, "Your Majesty, I'm blind. I can't see. But I can tell you the animal you're chasing is not worth it." Shocked, the king asked, "How do you know that?" The blind brother replied, "Because it's a pregnant doe. No wise king would hunt her." The king couldn't believe it. He ordered his men to find the deer, and they confirmed it was pregnant. So the king asked, "How did you know that?" The blind brother explained, "I listen. I observe sounds, patterns, and behavior. People speak without speaking." Impressed, the king wanted more answers. He said, "Tell me, is my wife faithful to me?" The blind brother said, "That's a dangerous question, but I can tell you, if you allow me to be alone in a room with your queen." Though angry, the king agreed. When the blind man asked to touch her, the queen furiously beat him in rage. Afterward, the blind man said, "Your wife is not faithful. If she were loyal, she would have calmly rejected me. But instead, she beat me, and in doing so, touched me all over. Her anger revealed the truth." The king, shocked, confronted the queen. She confessed. Everything the blind brother had said turned out to be true. Now the king asked the final question, "Am I truly my father's son?" The blind brother smiled and said, "You are your father's child, but also under the influence of a stingy merchant." The king asked his mother. She admitted it. "Yes, your father is your real father. But I once stayed with a miserly merchant who influenced your life greatly." The king was amazed. "How do you know all these things without seeing?" The blind man answered, "Because even though I can't see with eyes, I can read people's minds through their actions, tone, and energy." Then he revealed the 3 techniques to read anyone's mind. 1. The eyes, the window to the soul. Eyes don't lie. If someone avoids eye contact, they may be hiding something. If their pupils grow, they like what they see. If they're narrow, they may be angry or uncomfortable. Look at where they focus, how they blink, and if their gaze is steady or shifting. Example, when someone keeps looking away while talking, they're likely not comfortable or not telling the truth. 2. Facial expressions. The face tells all. A real smile involves the eyes and cheeks. A fake smile only moves the lips. Wrinkles between the eyebrows show confusion or stress. A frown often means worry or sadness. Tip: learn to read subtle signs. A twitch, raised eyebrows, or tightened lips say more than words. 3. Body language. The silent conversation. Crossed arms, defensive or closed off, leaning forward, interest. Tapping fingers, impatience or nervousness. Open posture, or comfort and honesty. Bonus insight from the blind brother. I give people a task and watch how they do it. Their way of doing it shows what's in their mind. Final lesson from the blind brother. To read others, first master your own mind. Stay in the present moment. Focus, observe, and let go of judgment. If you can do that, truly stay still and present, you'll start to understand what others are thinking without them saying a word.